Hello dear Gemini, I will tell you today's horoscope for April 6, 2025. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Gemini, welcome to your horoscope. Let's see what the stars have to say for you today. Don't be confused, today, Gemini, you have a great personality, and that's a very good thing. You also have many qualities as a great communicator, so don't feel like someone lost in this day. Only then can you get through the day with a little more peace of mind. If you always expect recognition for the things you do, you won't realize it when it's too late and you'll have to give a ton of explanations for everything you've been through. You could be part of a great group of friends right now, but you don't really want to be. A person you consider a role model at work could demonstrate a poor approach today or give you a negative comment. Be careful with what you say and the responsibilities you take on. Take care of your position. You have a very important decision to make about someone else's life. You shouldn't take this lightly, as it's very important to always be aware of what you're going to do and how it might affect others. It's not good to offer yourself for an important position at a social gathering or at your children's school. If you have them, you need to prioritize other things in your life. If you have a partner, it's one of those days when everything gets bogged down and it seems like even the air has stopped. These are days that are part of love, where boredom and routine take their toll. These are days we shouldn't accept and that arise so that we can be alert and, as a couple, move back to life. If you don't have a partner, no one seems to be interested in you. And that can be good because it allows you to rest your heart, sort out your feelings, discover what you really want, and in this way, you can create an imaginary portrait of that person tailored to your dreams. Once you have that, you can look for them. A person you thought didn't want to have anything to do with you anymore could come back. Give him the opportunity to explain what happened and the reasons for his separation. You can always start from scratch and rekindle the friendship. You're missing the opportunity to meet someone wonderful. At work, work brings with it some headaches. Many difficult tasks will come your way during the day, so get ready in the morning with a good breakfast rich in fruit and fiber, all of which will give you plenty of energy right now to prepare well. Stop thinking that tomorrow will be the day you'll do what's necessary to make everything much better. You're not truly seeing the most important moment you have to live. Gemini, success in everything can be the best thing you'll ever experience for your well-being. You let several days go by without exercise, and today everything points to it being another day lost for your body. That shouldn't happen, because every day of less exercise and self-care means a setback for your present and future health. Let go of excuses and take responsibility for your well-being. In a TR, you'll have the greatest compatibility with the signs of Taurus and Aries. Your color for today is green, and your numbers for today are 7, 19, 22, and 39. Your health isn't a problem. Maintain a moderate diet rich in carbohydrates, and treat yourself when you're a little sad. Gemini, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Instead of enjoying today and the positive things that will happen in your love life, you're on the verge of anxiety. On a daily basis, you tend to get nervous when things are going too well for you, because you think it won't last long. If you think your relationship is going smoothly now, try to keep it that way and don't see problems where there aren't any, and there won't be any, especially if you're aware of what love needs to last. Perhaps those doubts that plague you daily are due to the fact that you know there's a third person interested in your partner and flirting with him. Don't blame him because he's not involved in this harassment, and don't be suspicious today, because this matter isn't going to prosper. Don't make any decisions in moments of great joy or sadness, because you'll regret them later. Live with fewer worries and more joy, in the best youthful style of your sign. Lean on what unites you with your partner, don't dwell on the past, because if an unpleasant situation is over and your differences have been resolved, there's no need to dwell on sad topics and revisit something happily overcome. Use this day and the weekend to catch up with yourself and take advantage of this productive period that surrounds your Gemini sign, and you'll make money. The love you long for is at the doors of your heart. However, you must open your eyes, because possibly the person you least expect could be the person who will totally captivate you and help you rebuild your life in love. Don't be guided by assumptions, and if you're going to discuss your relationship with your partner, think before you speak. We often make errors in judgment because we're carried away by an impulse and then realize the disruption it caused. It's better to regret something we didn't say than to have to regret what we said. What you need most is a fresh, carefree attitude, because someone could leave you standing, or perhaps receive disappointing news. If you're mentally prepared, this situation won't affect you in the least. Remember that Venus, the planet of love, is now in your sign, spreading its cosmic energy throughout your horoscope, my dear friends. If you like our predictions, help us become even better by becoming a channel sponsor. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help, we'll continue to grow in health. It's not a bad idea to combine a practical activity, like how I can do lawn care, for example, with healthy exercise. You can have fun, exercise, and strengthen your health if you use your day rationally and get up earlier. Every body reacts individually, and if you feel good about the health plans you've recently incorporated into your life, continue firmly on the path you've begun and don't let yourself be discouraged by other people's failures. You have many eyes on you. Don't overdo it by doing unusual things and maintain a discreet level of activity. This way, you'll neutralize the negative vibes of certain envious people who can't stand your successes, money, and fortune. If you're unemployed, you'll receive good news from a close family member who will be overjoyed. There are signs of a gradual increase in your financial resources, and your purchasing power expands. Your personal horizons will expand with new social contacts and changes in your professional life. Long-awaited, much-needed money will come your way. When you forgive but don't forget, there are plenty of words but not enough heart. The best relationships today will be with Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, and Gemini. The most tense will be with Capricorn. And if you're single, exciting days are coming in which you'll finish what you started days ago without apparent success. You can make your job a more peaceful place, but do your part. If you focus on avoiding problems, a little effort will be enough, and all the money you invest in improving your career will benefit you greatly, and you'll have more money than you thought. And this may change in love. Dialogue will have to be present in all your relationships. And if you've distanced yourself from someone, now is a good time for reconciliation. The romantic outlook will be unbeatable, and opportunities will shower you with opportunities. Gemini, friends, and family. Those born under the sign of Gemini are very social people and love spending time with their friends and family. Geminis have many friends and enjoy conversation and understanding. Therefore, one of the qualities others look for is good communication. If there isn't a clear pattern of communication, Geminis will lose interest in conversation. Family is important to them, especially those members who are similar to them. Friendship with siblings is very common, and the time spent together is precious. Family responsibilities are often challenging for Geminis, but they always manage to fulfill them. Gemini, career and money. The best careers for this sign are teachers, inventors, journalists, writers, public speakers, among others. Any career that offers ample communication opportunities and keeps them sufficiently busy is excellent. Geminis can also be excellent businesspeople. Creating new ideas and problem-solving are areas where Geminis can shine. The best job is one that stimulates their intellect. Geminis are skilled, resourceful, and often very intelligent. That's why their work should be dynamic and challenging. However, they don't like repetitive tasks, my dear Gemini. Today, Gemini, is the time to unleash your inner voice. Don't be afraid to express your thoughts and feelings with sincerity and courage, even though silence may sometimes seem like the easiest option. Remember that honesty is the key to building authentic and meaningful relationships, so let go of your inhibitions and let your true self shine in all its splendor. Gemini, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any videos. Dear Gemini, it's encouraging to see that you are letting go of the negative opinions of others, which will bring you great benefits in the future. It's important to choose what benefits you and discard what hinders your path to success. Don't let others interfere with your achievements. You're on the right path toward your goals. If you need to make improvements to your home but have limited resources, consider applying for a loan or credit today. However, it's crucial that you research the options available on the market and don't make hasty decisions, as you could regret it later. Someone who shows interest in you may extend an invitation today. Although it may not be to your liking initially, consider giving it a try today. Take care of your work and don't discuss your colleagues' personal matters with others. Your ruler, Mercury, is in retrograde. An aloha of sarcasm surrounds you, and someone you least expect could gossip and involve you in a situation that isn't pleasant for you. You are beginning a cycle of financial recovery. If you recently had financial problems or were involved in a legal situation, such as a divorce, lawsuit, or litigation, the period now opening is promising, and you should make the most of it. Now that you have the moon transiting through a fire sign, which brings dynamism and vitality to your daily actions, as the direct transit of your ruler, Mercury, approaches, everything tends to change in your Gemini environment. You'll be amazed at the mood that surrounds you today, wanting to fix things around the house and go out to buy furniture and household goods of all kinds. Your sense of family is on the rise, but at the same time, you feel somewhat restless because you're receiving mixed energies and messages. Don't be surprised if, during this planetary cycle, you have premonitory dreams and clairvoyance. You're entering a psychic tone that will help you make good romantic decisions. A relationship situation is beginning to be resolved in a positive way. Get ready today, Gemini, to enter a cycle of prosperity. Good times are beginning for your finances, because you'll have a sharp eye for the business and professional opportunities that life brings your way every day. Today you could opt to close a good deal or accept a job that could bring you great benefits in the not-too-distant future. In addition, you may receive some money through non-work-related causes. This is also the time for pacts and commitments. Gemini, whatever you agree to today has a good chance of success, and this translates into a serious and long-lasting relationship. Although you must remember daily to pay close attention to your loved one, the key to making your relationship work is to devote more attention to your partner. You're falling a bit short, love. Today, study your zodiac stage of intensity and desire, associated with romance and fun. Since you haven't taken a vacation with your partner, it's time to break away from your routine, go to an ideal place, a weekend away from everyone, and enjoy more intimacy with the beginning of a new cycle. Your family will grow, perhaps with children, and someone you love will return to you, and life will smile on you and what you hold dear. Don't worry if something doesn't work out for you today, because in this current planetary cycle, there are pleasant surprises for you. No matter how clear a thought is, an ignorant person will always misunderstand it. Health. If you allow daily worries to enter your life, these worries will begin to cause physical problems, and in a short time, you will feel unhealthy and suffer from illness. Everyone must be responsible for their own actions. Put aside work, family, and social concerns. Enjoy your free time and your health. Ask yourself if the life you are leading is really how you want to live it, and make the necessary adjustments to improve it. Work. Take advantage of this astral situation to increase your income by doing some kind of additional work that you can do without being overwhelmed. Now, a cycle will occur in which there will be extra expenses at home, and with that money, you can meet them. There is nothing to fear, even if there are layoffs, furloughs, or work stoppages around you. You're well sponsored, at least in this cycle. And if you continue working the way you've been doing up until now, you won't have any work problems. Money and fortune are coming your way. People who have businesses and are considering doing something with you in that regard, analyze their offers. It could be a good way to earn extra money. But don't leave your usual occupation for something that isn't yet certain, especially during this Mercury retrograde cycle. Money will go much further from this astral period onwards, as you are receiving highly positive planetary influences. This is the time to follow your inspirations and hunches carefully, and try your luck at random. A cash prize is on the way. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us become even better by becoming a channel sponsor. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help, we will continue to grow. Gemini. Try wearing something in this color or an accessory that contains it, as this will bring luck to your day and make you look amazing. Also, if you have to choose something throughout the day that contains this or another color, don't hesitate to choose the one that contains your lucky color. You need to relax. To do so, you'll need to start enjoying different moments of relaxation. Those around you must be right sometimes, and other times they may have better ideas, be occasionally more original, and have better luck from time to time. Divinity has been distributed to us equally, and sometimes we are lucky or have enough self-confidence to see it emerge or to be able to put it into practice. It will cause problems due to misunderstandings, so they need to start apologizing and refrain from participating in work discussions, both at work and at home. Characteristics of Gemini. Symbol, the twins, ruling planet, Mercury, element, air, day of the week, gemstone, aquamarine, color, yellow, perfume, hyacinth, season, spring. The Gemini personality, complexity, mystery, surprise, all of this and more nests in the Gemini mind. The most labyrinthine personality of the zodiac knows no shortcuts or synthesis. For this sign, what is hidden counts more than what is said. Our secrets are the most valuable thing we have. Gemini thinks, and thus, they live by revealing one thing at a time, but hiding the rest of themselves, even from their closest and most beloved people. Gemini is versatile, multifaceted, They possess as many talents as life throws at them. They can do anything they set their mind to, from dancing to carpentry, and become as good a craftsman as they once were as a dancer. In the eyes of others, there is nothing this sign could do wrong. They fear commitment as much as routine, and they prefer life to surprise them rather than confirm their knowledge. This sign prefers novelty and the unknown to reassuring certainty. Therefore, they don't tend to stay in any one place or with any one person for long. Gemini in love and relationships. For this sign, love is the stage of falling in love, of first dazzlement, of unbridled passion. Natives of the sign of the twins believe that love should be brief and intense, live to the fullest and burn out like a great, bright, and intense bonfire. Therefore, they avoid making a full commitment, always wanting an escape route open to them when things are no longer satisfactory. Gemini believes we are in this world to love and be loved by as many people as possible, and that each of those people represents an intense and unforgettable love story. Therefore, they don't hold back or limit themselves when they meet someone they're interested in. Even if they have a partner, they don't believe in fidelity or long-term relationships, preferring to remain true to themselves. They carry very little baggage and no regrets. Love should be experienced as an unknown illness that, for a time, makes us forget who we are and where we come from, but from which we can eventually recover. Gemini at work and with money. In this area, both good and bad news for Geminis. The good news is that this is a sign that possesses as many talents as there are challenges in life, and they can perform vigorously in any discipline and position. They will do the best work they can and will be a worthy and efficient, creative, and accomplished person. The bad news is that they don't like to stay in one place for long, and therefore, they don't commit to the idea of a long career. They go from one job to another without much regret. Gemini in the family. As parents, Geminis are carefree and grant their children the greatest freedom. They let them live their lives as they see fit, learning from their mistakes, however painful they may be. Because of this, they can often be detached and often feel trapped by the commitment of being parents. As children, Geminis are detached and provide little support for their family. They allow themselves to be trusted through texts or calls, but they are always too busy to take care of what they consider the past. They listen little to their elders and don't value experience or memory. They prefer to always focus on the bright future. Don't take the word of someone who truly seems a little dangerous for your life. The decisions you've been making will weigh heavily on the path you have to take now. You couldn't possibly want things to be truly dangerous for you today. You'll see that things can really happen when you don't feel like everything's a little more positive, so you really have to believe in the possibility that things will be good. Don't see your life as something impossible to achieve now. Love shows up, you just have to open the door to it. You no longer have reason to think that things will turn out badly, so don't you dare give up on things that aren't truly good for your path. So start seeing things in a less negative way than before. If you want things to turn out the way you want them to, you can't be constantly thinking about things that won't happen. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.